Hey guys, it's Paulster2 back to the channel. Welcome. We're doing something a little bit different today, and I realized, hey, I should be filming this like an idiot. Anyways, so what we're doing is we're working on the son-in-law's G37x, which is, yep, it's an Infinity and to beyond. So what we're doing is we're putting new intake on it, cold air intake, and just trying to get it done here. I've never worked on these before in this capacity. I did help him last weekend. We put new high flow cats in it. It has a complete exhaust system in it, so from exhaust manifold back, it's completely brand new, and it's all stainless and beautiful. Yeah, it's a good looking exhaust. So where we're sitting at right now is we've gotten one of the air boxes out, which goes in this hole right here, and we need to remove that. I think it's an air horn. That's what they call that, anyways. It just is a way that it pulls from cold air from the front of the radiator. Anyways, we took out this closeout panel and we've disconnected the wiring for the MAF sensors. That's where we're sitting at right now, and yeah, as you can tell, let me show you something. If you can look in there and see the shape of what that original air filter was in, it was not in good shape. It wasn't filtering a lot. So anyways, we're making it better and doing things. Anyway, yep, I'll give you updates as we go along. We're just working, man. All right, so we got the front bumper off. We kind of figured out we needed to do that in order to get to what we needed to. Anyways, to get the bumper off, there are a series of bolts, that go up through the bottom. You can see right along there, as well as along the top, that go in there. There's one right there at the corner, and over there, and those two corner ones, they sit right here at the edge of the fender. And the way that you get that out is that you got to pull. All you have to do, you don't have to take the wheel liner out. You just have to pull it away a little bit so that you can get to it. There's one push pin in there, and then there's that one bolt that's right there on the bottom. Then you can just pull it away, and you can get to the bolt that's right here, and it makes it pretty easy. So the other thing we had to do, I call them air horns. I'm not exactly sure what they're called. What it is just I call them air horns because air horns are used to direct the airflow, and this puts it sits up to the back of this little hole right here, and we need those out of the way in order to put the other parts of the cold air intake in. So that's where we're sitting at right now, and I think we got it apart all the way that we need to. The other thing we need to worry about, this the horn sits right here. It's going to be in the way because the cold air intake track comes right through here, turns and goes into here, and then the filter sits right about here. So we need to find a new home for that horn. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. It's just sitting on a stud with the 10mm nut on it. Just need to find a new home. Okay, that's where we're at, and we're going forward. All right, so in order to do parts of this, in order to the fitment and stuff on it, we have to remove parts of the bumper cover, and that's this thingy-bobber right here, and there's another one over on that side, as well as clearance the hulls. I think I was saying that already. So to do that, I pulled out my trusty dusty Dremel tool and dropping tools and parts and goodies all over the place with this puppy. Anyway, and we're gonna go to work on that and see what we can do to make it happen. This was all right, so as you can see, we've got the intake tracked in along with the filters. We did a nice little job cutting. Woo! And back over here, and then I think we did an okay job over here cutting these guys off. just to make some clearance for the filter. The filter is going to sit pretty much right up next to the grill, I think. There's the bits and pieces and some more bits and pieces. All right, so now we've got everything in place on here, except for we're working on the maps right now. We're going to put the maps in place. The car will need a tune, mainly because this distance, this is 3-inch tube, I believe is what the thing said. The stock is about 2.5-inch, which means that when we put the stock sensor in here, that for the same amount of air it slows down, the calibration won't be correct. So that needs to be redone. It'll be okay to get the car home, but we're gonna need a tune on it here pretty soon, and he's not gonna be driving it too much before we get that done. So anyways, that's where we're sitting at with this bad boy, and we should get this wrapped up in a little bit. All right, so I think I'd already showed that the intake is installed. We did install the MAF sensors, and because I think I was mentioning it, but because the size on this tube is bigger, the airflow, the MAFs need to be they need to be calibrated anyways, to the new width of the thing. It isn't going to run perfectly until you do that. Is it going to kill anything? In my opinion, no, as it is. However, you're going to want to get this tuned. So we're gonna be doing that later on, getting it tuned. What is that? Oh, MAF scaling, that's what it's called. That's what we'll be doing on that. That's part of it, but with the exhaust and the new cats and all of that and the new intake, we do need to get this thing tuned. We also need to get a PVC bypass, a dealy bobber. We put some plugs in the thing to keep it from doing that. But the big thing is about the MAF scaling is that when it's idling, it's going to idle a little weird. It's not going to be smooth. The computer in the car may figure out something with it, get it a little bit better in tune, but it's probably not going to run perfectly. So the MAF scaling is absolutely necessary for that, and we'll be getting that done. So now we're going to work on putting the front end back together. Hopefully it's as easy going back together as it was taking it apart. Anyway. All right, we got the front end put back together, and it went together pretty good. I'm not going to say it's perfect. There's a gap that's up here that I didn't like too much, but Marcus had said that that this had been hit in the front end before, and we could tell that too because the fender, I'm sorry, the bumper cover had Kappa stickers on it, so I knew that was aftermarket. Anyways, but the intake looks pretty good. It does run okay. Like I said, this is going to need to be tuned, but it's not life or death. It's not going to, go out and blow up or anything like that. So when we get the ability to do that, it'll get tuned. Anyways, overall, fairly easy job. I'm going to link 2 videos down in the description down below. It'll have this company right here, the admin administration. It's called the administration. Anyways, I'll link that, and then there's a secondary video that actually it went into some details about some stuff that the guy who created this didn't go into. So it's got a lot of good information and stuff in it. Anyways, exciting times. Marcus is happy with how it looks and how it sounds, so we're good with that. In the meantime, I hope you found this at all interesting, and in the meantime, like, share, subscribe. Have a good one and be well.